Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for hanging around until Thursday to see this. As Lindsay, the World of Women Blue Woman, just said, my name's Cameron Bale. I'm the Director of Marketing and Product Development for NFT Cred. We are a white label platform for brands. I'm also the co-founder and producer of NFT.NYC. This is our 4th year. Thank you, everyone, for coming. And I'm here with Renee Klien from Coach.
Hi, everyone. Renee Klien, as Cameron mentioned. I lead the global digital experience at Coach, including our Web3 and Metaverse strategy, and super happy to be here.
Thank you. So Renee and I got to know each other about 6 or 9 months ago when Coach started thinking about how they could use NFTs to create an authentic experience for their audience. And our background with Cred is that since 2008, we started building white label platforms for brands to create social experiences that gave them the ability to control the relationship that they had with their consumers. So what's our sort of mantra was that brands were sort of crazy sending all their community to Facebook, to a Facebook page, or to Twitter, or to some other social platform, which would later become like a middleman and be a barrier to having a direct relationship with their consumers. And we see that now, like anyone that has a Facebook page knows that even if you have 1 million likes, when you post something, not all 1 million people are going to see it because of the newsfeed algorithms and things like that. And so we believe that creating white label experiences for brands in social was super important to create that one-to-one direct relationship with your community, you know, the community that you've put so much effort and money into building. And so in 2017, we started to learn about this crazy new thing that we now call NFTs. And we thought that brands like Coach that have IP would be one of the biggest value-creating segments in this space. And so we took the idea of creating a white label platform for brands for social and pivoted that to creating white label platforms for brands to easily enter this space and have that same one-to-one relationship with their communities. And so we were introduced to Coach through Vayner NFT, and we talked about, you know, what was the Coach customer experience and why did this control over the brand narrative matter so much to Coach when they were entering this space. And I think, Renee, like the big thing that it all came down to was authenticity.
Yeah, I think as we were thinking about the space, when you look at marketplaces, it can be daunting, and I think there's so much available on a marketplace, and guiding the experience for the end user it felt a little out of reach from a brand perspective, and how do you curate that experience? And in talking to NFT Cred about the white label, it started to make sense. As a brand, we spend a lot of time making sure that our experiences in stores meet our brand values and what the customer expects. Same thing with our online platforms. And so as we started talking, it really became apparent that we want to make sure that we continue to have that curated experience and for customers in this space. And to be honest, I didn't even know that you could do that. And so in talking with the team and with Cameron, it became clear that this should reflect all the other channels that our customers experience Coach in. And so it was really important to continue that with entering into the NFT space.
Yeah, and so we've all seen brands do stuff with NFTs, and quite a lot of time there's some negative sentiment around it where brands get criticized that it looks like a money grab, and people are, you know, putting stuff up for sale, they're doing a drop and they're making some money from it, but there's no sort of continuation of that experience beyond that initial sale. And so, you know, places like OpenSea are really amazing for people to learn about NFTs, or for people that have NFTs to trade them, as you all know. But for brands, we think that the initial sort of entry point for a brand to create an authentic experience with their community should be under that same sort of brand umbrella. And so the sort of comparison that I like to make is that OpenSea is sort of like a department store where you have thousands of brands and thousands of different things that people could find. And someone that knows I need clothes will go to a department store and they'll find clothes, not a specific brand, not a specific product or size or whatever. And the comparison to that is brands like Coach, they have Coach stores. And they have Coach stores because they want to control the experience that a Coach customer has. So the moment you arrive, you see the Coach brand, you walk through the doors, you see Coach products, and they can deliver things to you with the messaging and the sort of authenticity that Coach has built on since 1941.
Yes, and I think, what's really amazing, or what was sort of impressive to us, is that they have a very simple template to start with, because I think when you're first starting out as a brand, you really are not sure how the experience will be. We've been incredibly lucky that the community really, really got excited about our NFT drops. Our first one that we worked on for holiday was claimed in 11 seconds, and the one that we just dropped yesterday also all sold out very quickly after the site crashed. Because of so much traffic.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But I think one of the things that what made it very easy is they have a very simple template, requires very little work for just to, sort of like as an on-ramp. And as we are now kind of building our experience, testing and learning, we're starting to see that we can put a little bit more effort into like even making it bigger and working on some front end design to kind of continue driving that beautiful experience. But the on ramp is so easy, and it's so almost modular in a way, and it makes it very compelling to work in such an easy format, especially as you're just learning. And I think for anyone who is kind of testing and learning in the space as we are, the most important thing is that we want to learn quickly, and we want to work with platforms and partners who make the introduction into the space as seamless as possible, because the most important thing for us is to better understand what our customers want. And so being able to have such a nice, smooth, easily way to white label our NFTs makes it incredibly compelling.
Yeah, you said something about onboarding. We sort of have another saying, which is to meet the community where they are, or meet people where they are. And that in this space, there's all these like friction points. Like anyone here in the audience that's ever set up MetaMask and gone to buy ETH through an exchange to then go to a web page to buy an NFT at a drop, for example, has gone through hell. And we know that normal people like Coach fans, like Coach has an insider community, which is their loyalty program. We know that 99% of those people will not go through that. And so the idea that Coach can define the user experience in a way where people can connect with their Coach account, or people can connect with the Twitter account, or with Gmail, or with an email address or a cell phone number, and have a white label Coach wallet actually created for them, makes this a super easy way for people that are here for Coach to start utilizing NFTs, not people that are here for NFTs to start learning about Coach, putting the brand first.
That's exactly right. And actually, as you guys know, I mentioned this on my other panel, I think one of the most amazing, Coach is well known for its wallets. And when the idea came to us about creating a wallet for customers who didn't know how to go through the process of setting up their own crypto wallet, et cetera, to us, this was another extension of an incredibly high-touch service point for anyone Web 2 kind of entering into the space. The wallet was created. It was automatic. It only required an email. Super simple, user-friendly, and they had a Coach wallet. And if they didn't have that space, they can still say, I was able to claim a Coach NFT. And I think that removed so much friction for the customer. Of course, those who had their own wallets or existing wallets could claim them as well, but we really wanted to introduce this concept to customers who may not have had their own wallet to start with. And that really was like a white glove experience for our users.
And I think we're about to wrap up, but one thing to add that Coach is doing, back to that point about entering this space in an authentic way as a brand, everything that you guys have done has had some sort of utility to it. I think that's great. The first drop that Coach did was a celebration over the holidays, and everyone that actually got one of the Coach NFTs, which were actually given away for free, also was able to redeem it for a made-to-order custom Coach handbag. So they actually got this VIP experience by getting this NFT. and the new ones that you've just released yesterday. Talk about the utility for those.
So we're really trying to look at how we tie our NFT program to our insiders. So the first one was available and open to the general audience, to the general consumer. We now wanted to make sure that this utility was tied to our insiders. So we have a loyalty program with our VIP customers, and we introduced them to the concept of an allow list. So our insiders got early access to this NFT, and that was part of the utility as being part of our VIP customers, and they were placed on the allow list, and really the utility was the early access. And so we're looking at ways to better improve how our insiders have the best experience possible.
Thanks, Renee. I think we're wrapping up, so we're excited to see what Coach and other brands do in this space.
Thank you so much, Cameron.
Yes, that holiday Coach drop was